But luckily, I was given another way after my first attempt to earn an immortal soul failed so tragically. Now, my true story is much closer to Hans Christian Andersen's version than the ridiculous slop that most people know. However, all the various versions still get several things wrong and leave out huge important details. Andersen wrote that I'd have to serve as a spirit of the air for 300 years before earning my immortal soul. And while that's partly true, there were additional requirements that I would need to meet, which Andersen failed to mention. After the 300 years passed in the air spirit realm, which honestly wasn't that bad. Time flows in like a spiraling whirl up there. It doesn't drag along in a linear fashion like it does here in the earthly world. Anyhow, at the end of my 3 centuries as an air spirit, I was given another task: to live a single lifetime as a human woman and serve the chosen. The chosen are special men and women predestined to return to Earth during the little season and perform heroic acts. There's supposedly thousands of them here in the little season, but if I can be of service to 333 of these chosen ones, I will receive an immortal soul. And that means I get the chance to spend eternity in heaven. So in order to attempt this mission, I was born as a natural human woman to human parents in this unique stretch of time known as the little season. The little season is a time when virtue is at an all-time low because Satan has been let loose into the world again for a short time. It also means that final judgment is approaching. This is a really, really intense time to be alive. When Satan was let loose for this one final hurrah, the timeline on Earth became hijacked and the memory of the millennial reign was wiped away. The truth is that Jesus already came back and ruled for 1,000 years, just like the Bible said he would. That's why we have all these old, beautiful buildings and evidence of a lost civilization. It's also why there seems to have been some kind of strange reset that replaced real history with a made-up version that doesn't really make any sense when you start looking into it. So you're possibly asking, how does she know all this? Trust me, I know this all sounds insane and completely crazy. Well, all these revelations came to me when I nearly drowned in a freak scuba accident. That near-death experience triggered all of my mermaid past life memories to come flooding back. Most importantly, I remembered the divine opportunity given to me by God to earn an immortal soul. The hidden knowledge of my personal past, as well as our true location in the biblical timeline, all of that was revealed to me as I lay hospitalized in a coma for over 3 weeks. I would drift in and out of consciousness, but always returning to the same story as it unfolded in my mind. When I finally regained consciousness, I immediately got to work writing down everything I had learned about who I was, the time that we're in, and why I'm here, and why you're here too. It turned into a rather lengthy novel, but the gist of it is this. I'm a reincarnated mermaid on a mission from God to help 333 humans prepare for final judgment and achieve their heroic destinies. If I succeed, I will gain an immortal soul and possibly get to spend eternity in new heaven. But how am I going to help that many people? 333 is a lot. I racked my brain and ended up praying about it. And God, as kind as he is, sent me a message. I heard an inner voice whisper, "Go to Mount Olympus." Now, at first, I was extremely confused. How was I going to go to Greece when I can barely afford to put gas in my car? At that exact moment, a map of Mount Olympus in Los Angeles popped up on my phone. Now, I know a sign when I see one, so I knew I better go check it out.